Some cars are built to last forever. These aren't those cars. Today we're counting down 21 vehicles that often wave the white flag before they even hit 60,000 miles. If you're car shopping, these are the ones to avoid, or risk paying for it big time. Let's dive in. Number 21, Chrysler 200, 2011 to 2014. This car may have looked like a sleek mid-size sedan, but its reliability told a different story. The Chrysler 200 suffered from poor transmission performance, engine stalling, and cheap interior components. Many owners reported major transmission failures before 60,000 miles, sometimes as early as 40,000. The 2.4-liter Tiger Shark engine had issues with oil consumption, and recalls piled up fast. Consumer Reports gave it abysmal reliability ratings, and it's no wonder it was discontinued in 2017. Mechanics often joke the 200 stands for the number of problems it'll give you in the first year. Number 20, Ford Focus, 2012 to 2016. You'd think a compact car from Ford would be a safe bet, but not this version. The PowerShift dual-clutch automatic transmission was a disaster. Jerky shifts, grinding, hesitation, you name it, it happened. Class action lawsuits flew in, and Ford ended up compensating some owners. On top of that, electrical gremlins and malfunctioning infotainment systems added insult to injury. Many drivers reported transmission rebuilds or replacements before 50,000 miles. Ford finally fixed things in later models, but for this generation, steer clear unless you enjoy living in your mechanic's waiting room. Number 19, Jeep Cherokee, 2014 to 2015. This SUV came with big expectations and even bigger problems. Its 9-speed automatic transmission was plagued with rough shifting, hesitation, and outright failure. FCA had to issue software updates, but they didn't solve everything. Add in water leaks, electronic glitches, and frequent check engine lights, and you've got a car that tests your patience more than your off-road skills. Many owners found themselves at the dealership for transmission issues before hitting 60,000 miles. When your SUV's biggest adventure is surviving warranty claims, something's gone wrong. Number 18, Mini Cooper S, 2010 to 2015. They're cute, sporty, and a total money pit. The Mini Cooper S, especially the turbocharged variants, had notorious reliability problems. Common failures include timing chain tensioners, water pumps, and thermostat housings, all of which can cost thousands. Carbon buildup in the intake valves is another frequent headache. While fun to drive, it's not fun when your engine gives up before 60,000 miles. Many mechanics warn potential buyers. It's not a car, it's a lifestyle, and an expensive one. Number 17, Dodge Journey, 2009 to 2018. The Dodge Journey was supposed to be a family-friendly crossover. Instead, it became famous for engine failures, poor brakes, electrical gremlins, and transmission issues. The 2.4-liter engine, in particular, couldn't handle high mileage, and countless drivers reported overheating and total breakdowns. Cheap interior materials and failing air conditioning systems only added to the misery. It's no surprise Dodge let this model die without a true successor. If you see one under 60,000 miles and it's still running, consider it a miracle. Number 16, Chevrolet Cruze, 2011 to 2015. This compact sedan promised efficiency but delivered frustration. The Cruze suffered from coolant leaks, overheating engines, and failing water pumps, often before 60,000 miles. The 1.4-liter turbocharged engine also had oil leak issues, and the transmission wasn't much better. Some drivers experienced blown head gaskets and even cracked pistons. Repairs piled up fast, and resale values tanked. GM improved things in later generations, but if you're eyeing an early Cruze, think twice unless you've got a mechanic on speed dial. Number 15, Nissan Altima, 2013 to 2016. Nissan's popular sedan turned sour thanks to its CVT transmission. These gearless units were prone to overheating, shuddering, and total failure, sometimes as early as 40,000 miles. Drivers complained of laggy acceleration and sudden jerks while driving. Nissan extended some warranties, but by then the damage was done, both to wallets and reputations. Throw in weak suspensions and premature brake wear, and the Altima became more of a liability than a reliable commuter. Avoid these years unless you enjoy surprise repair bills. Number 14, BMW 5 Series, 2011 to 2013. Luxury doesn't always mean long-lasting. These 5 Series models were plagued by failing fuel injectors, high-pressure fuel pumps, and turbocharger wastegate rattles. The N55 engine in particular had timing chain issues, while electronics inside the cabin liked to randomly fail. Repairs, expensive, reliability, questionable. Owners found themselves dealing with engine problems well before 60,000 miles, and for a car that starts above $50,000, that's unacceptable. It may look like success, but under the hood, it's a ticking time bomb. Number 13, Fiat 500, 2012 to 2015. It's small, stylish, and shockingly unreliable. The Fiat 500, especially the Turbo Abarth variant, suffered from transmission woes, engine stalling, and endless electrical issues. Interior plastics wore down fast, and the suspension couldn't handle even moderate potholes. Many owners reported major failures before the 60,000-mile mark, and parts weren't always easy or cheap to replace. Fiat tried to make a comeback in the US with this model. Instead, they became a cautionary tale in poor engineering and rushed design. Number 12, Land Rover Range Rover Evoque 2012 to 2015. Land Rover and reliability go together like oil and water. The Evoque was no exception. Turbocharger failures, electrical gremlins, and rough transmissions were all part of the ownership experience. And once the warranty ran out, expect 5-figure repair bills. Many owners found themselves stranded or stuck with limp mode before reaching 60,000 miles. The luxurious cabin couldn't mask the mechanical chaos. Unless you enjoy playing Russian roulette with repair costs, steer clear of the Evoque's early models. Number 11, Chevrolet Aveo 2004 to 2011. The Chevrolet Aveo might look like a harmless little budget car, but it's got a dangerous reputation for one big reason. It just doesn't last. Many Aveo owners report major engine issues before the 60,000-mile mark, including timing belt failures that can completely ruin the engine if not caught in time. What's worse, this was marketed as a first car for young drivers, so thousands of people were stuck with repairs costing more than the car was worth. Add in a plasticky interior, poor crash ratings, and transmission problems, and it's clear this car was built to meet a price tag, not a quality standard. If you see one for sale cheap, don't be tempted. This isn't a bargain, it's a money pit disguised as a commuter car. You'll spend more time under the hood than behind the wheel. Number 10, Ford Focus, 2012 to 2016. The Ford Focus should have been a hit. It looked good, drove well, and had that zippy city car vibe. But the 2012 to 2016 models were a mechanical nightmare. The main culprit, the PowerShift dual-clutch automatic transmission. It was marketed as a fuel-efficient game-changer, but turned out to be a jerky, unreliable disaster. Owners complained about slipping gears, shuddering, and total failure. Ford even got hit with a class action lawsuit over it. Many Focus owners found themselves visiting the dealer over and over with the same transmission issues, some within just 30,000 miles. Add in electrical gremlins and poor build quality, and you've got a car that seemed promising but died far too soon. Unless you want to become best friends with your mechanic, steer clear of this Focus, because ironically, it just couldn't stay focused on quality. Number 9, Mini Cooper S, 2007 to 2012. It's cute, it's sporty, it's European, and it'll drain your wallet faster than you can say premium fuel. The Mini Cooper S might be fun to drive, but beneath that stylish shell is a reliability horror show. The turbocharged engine is notorious for carbon buildup, timing chain tensioner failure, and coolant leaks, all before the 60,000-mile mark. Repairs are complex and expensive, thanks to the tight engine bay and BMW-designed components. Oh, and if you're thinking about modding it, be prepared to accelerate the wear even faster. Owners love the look and handling, until they're hit with a $2,000 repair bill before even reaching midlife mileage. Mini claim premium performance, but didn't deliver durability. If you're buying used, make sure the previous owner had deep pockets, or you'll be picking up where their problems left off. Number 8, Hyundai Sonata, 2011 to 2014. Hyundai made waves with the 2011 Sonata redesign. Sleek looks, upscale interior, and great MPG. But what came next? A wave of engine failures. These Sonatas suffered from metal debris left in the engine during manufacturing, leading to bearing failure and complete engine seizure. Hyundai eventually recalled over 470,000 vehicles and even extended engine warranties, but that didn't stop thousands of drivers from getting stranded on the road with a blown engine before hitting 60,000 miles. Even outside the engine, the early Sonatas were plagued with steering issues, suspension wear, and infotainment glitches. So while it looked like a bargain on the surface, this was a textbook case of style over substance. If you're shopping for a Sonata, stick to the 2015 plus models. The earlier ones, they'll Sonata last, pun intended. Number 7. Nissan Pathfinder, 2013 to 2015. For a car named Pathfinder, this Nissan sure had a knack for losing its way. The 2013 to 2015 models were plagued by a faulty CVT transmission that caused severe jerking, slipping, and overheating. Some even failed completely before 40,000 miles. Nissan eventually extended the warranty, but owners were already furious. To make matters worse, these Pathfinders also suffered from poor interior build, electrical issues, and a defective air conditioning system that would randomly fail. Many people bought this SUV for family road trips, but instead it turned into a tow truck regular. The worst part? Some dealerships would fix the CVT issues only for them to come back within months. So unless you're into constant repairs and a bumpy ride, this Pathfinder is one trail you'll wish you never followed. Number 6. BMW X5, 2011 to 2013, especially V8 models. You expect a luxury SUV like the BMW X5 to be reliable when you're paying that kind of premium, but surprise, the 2011 to 2013 X5 V8 models were far from bulletproof. These SUVs had serious issues with valve stem seals, leading to massive oil consumption, smoking exhaust, and eventual engine failure, all often before 60,000 miles. On top of that, air suspension problems, leaky coolant systems, and timing chain guides wearing out early. And when a repair is needed, you're paying European labor rates and BMW parts pricing. What should have been the perfect mix of performance and practicality turned into a high-maintenance headache. Yes, it looks great and drives amazing when it works, but when it doesn't, it'll bankrupt you faster than it accelerates. Not all BMWs are bad, but this generation X5 is one to skip. Number 5. Fiat 500, 2012 to 2017. Small, quirky, and full of charm, the Fiat 500 had all the right ingredients for city driving, but dig a little deeper, and you'll find it's also full of issues. Owners reported transmission failures, power steering malfunctions, and electrical glitches within the first few years of ownership. The automatic transmission was especially problematic, clunky, jerky, and prone to failure before 60,000 miles. Add in uncomfortable seats, poor crash test ratings, and tiny cargo space, and you've got a car that's better left in Italy. While the Abarth version has its fans, the base Fiat 500 quickly gained a reputation for being more fragile than fun. You might love how it looks, but trust us, you won't love the repair bills or the constant warning lights. Fiat means fix it again, Tony, for a reason. Number 4. Chrysler 200, 2011 to 2014. The Chrysler 200 was supposed to be the comeback kid after the failure of the Sebring, but instead it ended up being a sequel no one asked for. Most problems centered around the 2.4-liter engine, which suffered from oil sludge buildup that led to early engine failure, often before 60,000 miles. Combine that with a lazy transmission, faulty electrical systems, and cheapo interior materials, and it's no wonder this car vanished after 2017. Owners constantly complained about sudden stalls, engine misfires, and poor acceleration. It tried to be a budget luxury sedan, but came off more like a rental car you never wanted to keep. It may look decent on a dealership lot, but take it for a spin and you'll quickly realize the 200 has zero reasons to exist. Avoid it. Number 3. Dodge Journey, 2009 to 2020. Despite sticking around for over a decade, the Dodge Journey earned a reputation as one of the worst SUVs you could buy. And for good reason. The 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine in earlier models was underpowered and unreliable, often dying before 60,000 miles due to oil leaks, head gasket failures, and cooling system breakdowns. Pair that with a sloppy 4-speed transmission and you're in for a rough ride. Interior build quality? Cheap plastics that fall apart. Tech, outdated even by 2010 standards. The only reason it sold well was because dealerships practically gave them away, but even for free, you'd be paying with your time, money, and sanity. The Journey might look like a bargain SUV, but it's more of a journey to the mechanic than anything else. Number 2, Jaguar XF, 2009 to 2012. Want a British luxury car that dies young? Meet the Jaguar XF. These models might look sleek and scream executive, but under the hood lies a ticking time bomb. The 2009 to 2012 XFs suffered from engine timing chain failures, coolant leaks, and electrical nightmares, all of which hit owners early in the car's life. It wasn't uncommon for the XF to develop engine knocking, ECU failures, and infotainment blackouts before even hitting 50,000 miles. And of course, luxury repair costs come standard. Add in a transmission that likes to slip and a suspension that wears out fast, and the dream of owning a Jag becomes a nightmare in monthly maintenance fees. It may make you look classy in traffic, but don't be fooled. This cat is hiding some very expensive problems. Number 1, Cadillac ATS, 2013 to 2015. The Cadillac ATS was GM's attempt to go toe-to-toe with the BMW 3 Series, but it stumbled out of the gate. While it handled well and looked sharp, the 2.0-liter turbo engine was a mess. It had widespread issues with piston failure, carbon buildup, and blown head gaskets, many of which showed up before 60,000 miles. Even worse, owners faced issues with the CUE infotainment system, which often stopped responding or developed giant cracks in the touchscreen. And don't even get us started on the random electrical faults and brittle interior trim. What could have been a modern American performance sedan turned into an expensive gamble. Cadillac promised a luxury experience, but this ATS just couldn't keep up with the promise or the competition. There you have it, 21 cars that just don't make it to 60,000 miles without a fight. Some looked great, others promised performance, but all of them had one thing in common. They aged fast and failed faster. Thinking about picking up one of these on the used market? Think twice. And if you've owned one of these lemons, drop your horror story in the comments. We're all ears. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next breakdown of what's hot and what's not on the road. See you in the next one.